Stand by for today's episode of This One Time at Ballahack.
Down at Ballahack and everything, so it was Austin Rogers, Dennis Weaver, Aaron, a whole bunch of
Just
us
ignore me.
on like we do what was of course, yeah. You know, we were all on the same team. It was a chaos game. We're all up on the second floor of the Escher, and we're just sitting there holding this thing down for the entire day. We were like the second to last team, so the entire force of everybody else in the field
300 people
was swarming at us, and we're sitting there, and these rounds pinging off everything, ricochets hitting the wall, so it's constant gunfire. We're sitting on the deck and everything, so, you know, just trying to pop up, get a couple rounds off or something. Just total ridiculousness. Grenade, you know, Thunderbees blowing up left, right, smoke grenades. It was, we were just screaming and yelling at each other, you know, just trying not to, you know, get overrun, but it happened because 8 men versus 200.
What was that time? I think you guys were up in, I think it was the Escher building with the grenades, like 12 grenades dropped below.
That was the Fallujah moment. Yeah. We took called up. Anybody got Thunderbees? And you're like, yeah, we got Thunderbees. So we all took one in each hand, and we had like 6 or 7, and just dropped them down through the center because we heard like 12 people down there. So we just we had our frag bees with the BBs wrapped around it. Pulled the pins and just dropped them down there. Everybody's yelling hit and grenades going off left and right.
I remember I think it was the last Rev 3. I was running with our group, our unofficial team, Taco group, and we'd gone to basically south from the pond, heading up towards the parking lot.
Right.
There's, they built all those structures there. Mm-hmm. Our mission, we'd been tasked with the mission to actually go with this larger group, and we're going to go assault this small little town that some people had built. Yeah. So we trundled on over, and our group being as high speed as we are, we were right behind, everybody lagging behind, trying to figure out what exactly we were going to do. So we pull up, and we're watching this firefight now erupt from some of the dragon's teeth that they'd put, and this group, so we're like, okie dokie, this is not a good idea, so we'll hang back. So they were really well defended, so they kind of pushed the first onslaught back. And so we waited about, and they decided they were going to kind of skirmish around the far side. So they went off traipsing through the swamp. So we said, okay, well, let's, go in and see if we can be a little bit sneaky. So we went in, and we said, oh no, hey guys, we're not with them, we're just going we've got this mission further back. Mm-hmm. So they said, oh, okay, do you want to fight with us because we've got this big group attacking? And we were like, nah, we really need to go. So we walked through their encampment, took note of all their positions, carried on, and then we got met by some other patrol that was being all very high speed and mysterious. No, you cannot go any further than this. So we said, should we just engage them and get our fun firefight done now, or should we just kind of go back and see what chaos and discontent we can cause going back? So we all looked at each other and went, let's go cause chaos and discontent. So we turned around. By now, the camp was back under attack. They see all of us coming traipsing up the road. They're like, oh cool, reinforcements. So they're kind of directing us to go right, stand next to them. So okay, standing next to them, we see our team, we're duck, and then there was this an obliteration of safety kills, and everybody on the opposing team just dropped. Safety kill, what? So we kind of wiped them out, so that was kind of fun. But that's the joys of chaos games and fun events like Rev, which will be good this year, of course, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's good every year.
I want to play this time because I've marshaled for the last 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
marshal at Ballahack.
But I think the next time I go down, I'm going to try and use my old standby trick for frags, which is just find somebody who's thrown a Thunderbee, pick up the empty shell that they've discarded, go find a building, yell grenade, throw it in, and see who comes out. And boy, do they go! They come out and they're like, dude, man, your grenade didn't work. And I'm like, no, it was a dud.
It worked.
It worked. You're dead. See, dead rag. Bye-bye. Kind of mean.
It works. Yeah, Thunderbees aren't fun. I was on top of the Escher holding in a chaos game again. Of course, Escher.
Chaos games are the best.
Of course they are. Yeah, holding up there and getting overrun again. I'm just sitting there waiting. I hear the guys below me and stuff, and I'm just waiting, trying not to get shot. and I hear the ping of a Thunderbee switch go off.
Hand it to you. You're like,
See
oh,
this
is that back?
Thunderbee
I'm
just kind of
like,
slowly
here.
come up, hover over, right in front of my face, take a step to kick it, when I kick it just instantly, right back over, air bursts right in my face, and I just, on the deck, just instantly. That was, it took me a second because it echoed around, so I like literally went deaf, so ringing ears and all that stuff. And
Well, I was down there one time with a young kid had just bought a Thunderbee, and I said, "Hey, do you know?" He's kind of got it in pieces, and he's kind of looking at it and trying to figure out how to put it together again. So, I said, "Do you need some help?" "Oh, no, we're fine." So we go out, we play the game, play a couple of games. We're sitting back on the chairs out back by where the fire pit used to be. So me and our unofficial team were just like hanging out. All of a sudden, I hear boom! I'm like, oh god, I wonder if that was that kid that was messing around with his Thunderbee. Turn around, and lo and behold, it was him. I go and I'm like, what happened? He's like, so I had it and I was screwing it in and like the pin fell out.
you bend it. I had that, my first Thunderbee, I did the same thing.
It happened. It was just so funny. I was like, I knew by the end of that day this Thunderbee was going to go from this kid's hand. And it went, everybody had scattered. But
Because they knew what was going to happen.
Some of the guys that have been there numerous times were just still, there was a guy like 3 benches over just carrying on, totally ignoring what had just happened. Everybody else, moms and everybody had scattered outside. It was kind of funny.
Talking about the Thunderbees and hands and stuff like that.